Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of ACA. Nate and Johnny here are going to do a review on the Cuaba Diadems from September 2008. So these are 10 years old.
Almost, yeah, which is crazy. I've never actually had a Cuaba before, to be honest. Reputation precedes Cuabas. not this particular Cuaba, but
not that particular stick.
Yeah, well,
like actually that's.
Well, I don't know. Like it could potentially be this specific stick they're talking about. But from the other reviewers that we normally watch, let's just say Cuaba isn't worth the time that they claim. So. But I'm going to go in with open mind because I've never had one before, so it'd be interesting to see sort of what the flavour profile is and sort of what comes out of it. But I was also saying this is another first. I've never had a foil wrapped cigar as well, so trying to work out which is the best approach of actually opening this without actually damaging the cigar.
I'm actually having trouble getting the band off of the foil.
Maybe that's part of the process.
So I bought these when I first started smoking cigars about 5 years ago, and somehow I think I got convinced into buying these 2 boxes.
You bought 2 boxes of these?
Well, yeah. So there's 2 boxes. Each box only has 5 cigars in it.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm also gonna struggle here a little bit on the.
But I suppose back in the day, cigars were a lot cheaper than they are now. So.
Back in the day, all 5 years ago.
Yeah, well,
but even then, they were a lot cheaper.
They are still. I mean, we have stories of when he was buying Cohibas and the price tag on Cohibas back then were so much better than they are now. Ah, look at that, perfect, straight off. So that's good. So that's finally come on. I was going to ask, do you just rip half of it and then rip the tip off and say you just have the foil as halfway?
Well,
and do you make it like that? I don't know. Is that how it normally rolls?
And I'm a little bit sick, so I'm not sure how much taste and smell I'm going to be getting this time around.
This wrapper is super light.
Which could end up being a good thing for me.
How light is yours? This seems quite light. Mine's quite light compared to yours.
Yeah, they're nice, like kind of milk chocolate kind of color.
Mine's extremely pale.
Actually, the wrappers are quite nice on these. They're very.
Yeah, the construction's great. Like, there's quite a lot of veins, but the construction's actually quite good.
I don't really have many veins on mine.
Oh, maybe I picked poorly. Mine's got quite a lot of big veins. Yeah. Should I just swap and get this one out? Should I just like unpeel that one as well?
Yeah.
No?
Once you figure out how to put the foil back on without, then you can.
Which end's which? So it's quite a mild smell. Like first straight off the bat, I think it's mainly cedar, which is interesting considering it's been wrapped in foil. This smells quite tobacco actually when you just smell the foil wrapper. Actually, yeah.
I really can't smell anything.
Oh, that's because he's yeah, because he's actually sick. So that's a great way of doing this cigar review. So if
it's a bad cigar, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah.
If it's a good cigar, I'm going to be pissed.
Construction-wise, it seems quite solid. Like
whose idea was this?
This was actually your idea.
Yeah.
This is not super packed. So I'm guessing the draw will be quite decent on this. So
actually, the draw on these, because the way that these are, I forgot what the tola is, but because of the way that the cigars are kind of pointed, the draw should start as quite tight.
Oh really?
And then once you smoke like a quarter of an inch or so, it should open up quite a bit. I'm still trying to get my band off here. Whole video is going to be us trying to or me. Struggling to get the bands off the foil. There we go. Success.
Okay, so that's the first part of the video done. I don't know if I'm going to V-cut it today.
It goes quite high up on that.
Yeah, it is actually. I was trying to put the band on to see, but yeah, it's almost like a ring. Like see how big a ring is. It goes on that stick. It's a pretty hefty sort of cigar. What's that? 7? It's more than Lusitania. I think it's about 7.
That's got to be more than 7 inches.
7.5 probably. Yeah. And it's probably easily like a 50 ring gauge, I reckon.
Well, and it's the thickest point. It's got to be more than
50. Yeah. Are you gonna straight cut it?
I think I want to try to V-cut it. Don't ask me why.
Okay. Well, I'll let you V-cut it first, and then see the damage out of it, and see if it's the V-cut is the way to go.
Alright.
Okay, that doesn't look too bad actually. So I've gone for a slightly smaller V cut than Nate. Let me just see if that's enough. Wow, I'm getting raisins straight off the bat.
I think I'm getting raisins.
Very raisiny, like straight off the bat. That's quite nice.
Different, right?
Yeah, very different.
My jaw is super tight. Yours?
It's not too bad. I'm just gonna cut a little bit more off.
I'm getting a slight oakiness as well. Oh, yeah?
I'm getting literally raisins, like just
Well, I
a
agree,
massive wash of that, and
I
not
agree
much
with
else.
you there. I agree with you there. Actually, I'm tasting more from the tobacco, I think, because I got it a bit wet. But all right, guys, we're gonna light these up and let you know how it goes.
Wish us luck.
Alright guys, we're back at the end of the first third, and it's not terrible.
Yeah, surprisingly not bad at all. Like it's, I'm guessing it's because it's been aged for 10 years that it's pretty mellow. I would say this is probably the lighter side of medium for me. Flavors wise, it's been an interesting one. Even from the cold draw where we get in just straight raisin for me, and then when I was getting the first initial puffs, trying to work out what that flavouring is, it was like some sort of sweetness that was not quite sugary, like Nate was sort of saying, the toasted marshmallow sort of type aspects of it, and I was getting some sort of fruit. It wasn't the classic stone fruit as usual, but we kind of worked out that it potentially is like a salted fruit, like a salted lemon. So in Asia, you get salted lemon inside like a drink. You can get it with Sprite, and it's kind of got some of those characteristics.
It's an aftertaste.
Yeah, it's an aftertaste, like with the retro house. So it's not quite that, but it's very similar, where it's got that salt and sweetness to it. So it's very interesting. But I pretty much powered through. Sort of, I'm into the second thirds. I just ashed, and it was probably about 1.5 inches of ash, so pretty decent.
Almost 2 inches there, yeah.
Yeah, so really good ash, very good construction. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm hoping that the raisin notes come back, but yeah, the draw's a little bit tight, but it's okay. It's you know, it's working through it. So yeah, it's pretty decent actually so far. Pretty impressed.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree with Johnny there. I'm thinking, yeah, kind of. It's interesting because it's got this kind of funny kind of aftertaste that it's like that salty kind of lemon or fruit that they put in some of those Asian drinks out here. Kind of like, but like the first kind of when you first do your draw, to me I'm getting almost like a burnt marshmallow kind of taste. Not unpleasant, but I think if it was stronger it would be. But at the intensity level it's at, it's okay.
It's quite subtle, so it's not overpowering. So I think it's quite a light sort of smoke. I think pairing wise, well, I'm just having it with the tea, and then Nate's also having it with a slightly creamier sort of tea. So I think you can't have this with anything super strong. Maybe a rum, maybe like something sweet to balance the sweetness.
Yeah, rum would
maybe.
be okay.
Yeah, I think that would be okay, but I don't think it'd pair well with a whiskey. So it'd just be it would just overpower it, I think. But yeah, happy to sort of see what happens. I wasn't actually going to bin this after the first third, and sort of see it, you know, as the reputation precedes of Cuaba. But I mean, on this basis, I would definitely try another one, or different Vitola. So it'd be interesting to see. But yeah, we'll be back for the second third and let you know our thoughts.
Hey guys, we're back at the well, I'm kind of at the midway point. You're at the you're at the end of the second third, realistically, and you've completely destroyed the wrapper.
Yeah, well, I was trying to improve the draw because basically it was getting really tight, so I'm trying to squeeze the end, try and work out any knots. But it's a little bit, the wrapper's cracked a little bit. But yeah, for me, flavours, been pretty consistent, sort of pretty smooth, a lot of smoke production. Burn's been okay. Ash has been great, like pretty long ash, sort of, you know, so construction's pretty decent. Flavour wise, I've been getting sort of a bit of sweetness, developed a little bit with regards to toasted almond, sort of toasted nut sort of type of flavour, but then I keep getting a bit more raisin now, which is great. I like that flavour. So I don't know if that's a Cuaba, you know, trademark sort of through the way that they smoke, but yeah, I'm really liking that, the raisin flavouring. So especially near the end, it's gone a lot more predominant. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, how are you sort of finding it?
Yeah, I'm I don't know. I think I'm having a different experience than you are. I think the predominant flavor I'm now getting is cardboard.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a dry, a tiny bit woody kind of, but it's not much going on there. I think earlier in the cigar, like the first inch or two was okay, but it's gotten progressively less. I wouldn't say worse, but just much less interesting. It's very boring. There's not a lot happening there. Yeah, the smoke is okay. I mean, it's kind of on the lighter side of medium.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, what are you looking to get out of a cigar? I guess when you talk about your different flavor profiles, that's not there for me.
Toasted almonds, stone fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much complexity there. I don't know. It's kind of, I guess, I mean, not in an insulting way. It's just kind of a boring, not much flavor.
Bland.
Stick. Yeah, kind of bland as far as cigars go.
Yeah.
I would give this a 75, maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna give it probably 81, with regards to it's pretty, you know, pretty plain, as Nate was saying, sort of. It hasn't really developed for such a big cigar. There wasn't really much complexity, there's much development with regards to the flavour profile. The only difference was that raisin on cold draw and sort of raisin now near the end. Still, yeah, I'd say an 81 for me. Would I have another one? I don't know. To be honest, like, we've given these the best possible chance.
There's so many better sticks out there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna invest an hour, it's not really so much about the price. Although I think when I bought these about 5 years ago, they weren't exactly cheap. I think they were probably about 1,200 Hong Kong for the box, so divided by 5, divided by 7.8. So, I mean, they were still maybe like 13 US, like a stick at that point, and they've gone up significantly since then. I think it's not even about the money. I think if you're going to invest an hour or 2 hours to have a nice cigar, you really want something that's probably going to deliver a little more from a flavor perspective. Yeah.
I think a similar one would be the Salamones, Partagas Salamones. I think that's a great cigar with regards to the complexity, the changes of flavour, the strength as well. I think that, and then price bracket rise, probably be sort of, I think, what, $18, I think, 18 US, I think, for a stick. So it's probably in the same ballpark, I think, as one of those. So we've got some Presidentes coming actually, so that'll be an interesting comparison to sort of compare these against. But, you know, being a Partagas, I'm guessing it'll be a lot more what we like about cigars, and so fingers crossed, hopefully they will be, you know, a good smoke. So
I love how you're onto the big bold cigars now.
Yeah, well, you know, as I said before,
he's a convert.
Yeah, well, previously I was always a mild, a medium to mild sort of type guy, but now like switching from, I had Partagas shorts, that definitely developed my palate. So yeah, no, it was really, really good. I was really, really happy with that. So yeah, I think general conclusion is great experience, but not sure if I'd have another one.
Yeah, no.
So
have another stick, guys. Anyway, see you next time.
All right,
Subscribe.
thanks a lot. Please subscribe. See you later. Bye. I can't believe there's so much raisin in that. That's amazing.
See, I
That's
told
the
you.
first time I've ever
It could
had.
be the best
Is that
cigar you've
Cuaba?
ever had.
Is that
You've been
synonymous?
Cuaba'd.
Is
That's
that
gonna be a saying going forward. You've been Cuaba'd.
They're 10 years old.
Yeah, 2008.
Almost 10 years old. September. Literally whacking that cigar off.
Yeah. Well, it's not fucking doing
Pouring, by the way. So.
Why don't you just stop it? Like, I'm doing this.
Because now I gotta
Just delete that file.
I'm gonna include this part.
Why?
Asians in their natural habitat.
Do you not want the Instagram account to have shit? No?
I do. You think it's crooked?
Yeah, that is crooked.
Why don't you go fix it then?
How can you not tell when it's crooked?
It looked okay from behind. I said that about a lot of girls too.
You're definitely going to have to delete that then. This is just going to be me in the front just going, is that straight?
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah, like a super zoom to my face going, is that straight?